Hello, what is going on, party people? Today is a very special video, I would say, because I am finally doing what I said I would do a couple of videos ago, an idea that came to me in the middle of filming. I'm going to be doing a binder collection, a collection tour. We will be going through all 7 of my binders and looking through all of my photo cards, and I will be talking about them and talking about the groups and talking about my collections and just yapping, and you get to see what I have and I don't have. Woohoo! And the reason why I'm making this video today on November 13th is because today is the 1-year anniversary of me being a K-pop fan. On this day, 365 days ago, I watched ateez's Work music video and was converted forever. Before we get into it, I guess I kind of want to talk about my journey with being a K-pop fan over the past year, sort of how I came to be. I'll make it quick, I promise. So for like 4 years or something, my best friend Mo, shout out, she was really into K-pop and she would talk about it all the time. And I was just kind of like, cool, whatever, I guess. Like, I really don't know what you're saying. And I didn't want to get into K-pop because I was aware of K-pop fans having such a bad reputation and being such an evil community, which is true. But back then I was like, I didn't want to be a part of that. Even though being into K-pop looks really cool and really fun and it's something I would probably enjoy, I always avoided it because I've heard nothing but bad things. So I said, I don't want that in my life. And I was very consistent with that for a long time. So Mo, she would always tell me about K-pop, mainly about ateez, 17, sometimes NCT, Psycher's Rise, Stray Kids, and but mostly ateez and 17 because those are her old groups. And I was just like, okay, like sure, whatever. And you know, she would show me the music videos and everything, and I would like some of the songs. I'd add them to my playlist, but like, you know, I never really, it just wasn't enough to really get me into it. I liked, you know, seeing her passionately talk about it, so it was all cool and whatever. But I will say, The Real by ateez has been with me since the beginning. So has God's Menu and Easy by Stray Kids. Also Hot by 17. Those were the ones. But it wasn't until last year in October when my other best friend, Haley, shout out, started getting into Stray Kids. And I said, what? The devil could not reach me, so he made both of my best friends, individual best friends, K-pop stans. I truly could not believe it. I was shook. So I said, okay, you know what? It's fine. It's actually fine. It was not fine because I caved after 1 month of being literally surrounded by K-pop all the time. So I said, fine, if you're gonna do this to me, who am I not to play along? I decided to get into ateez because they were the group that I knew the most about, you know, the most familiarity with, basically. And it was infinitely less intimidating than 17 because 8 compared to 13 members, you know how it is. I watched the Work music video, and then 2 days later, they released Golden Hour Part 2, and now we're here. So huge shout out to Haley and Mo. Thank you for ruining my life. I love you guys. They're not gonna watch this. They don't watch this. But if you do somehow see this, thanks guys. Because honestly, the funny thing about the timing of me getting into K-pop is I am a very, very big Jujutsu Kaisen fan. I watched it back in 2021 and I started reading the manga like a few months after I finished season 1, and it's my favorite animanga of all time. And as some of you may know, it ended last year, and ever since it ended, there was a big hole that was left in my heart and my soul, and I needed something to fill it, and that something was ateez. As one thing I loved ended, a new thing was introduced into my life. Also, who else is looking forward to season 3? Because I know I sure am. So that's sort of how I got into K-pop, just peer pressure basically by my friends. And yeah, ever since then, I've been an absolute nightmare to talk to and be around by everybody I know. So also, I wanted to put out a disclaimer. Since, you know, I've been into K-pop for exactly 1 year today as of filming this, I don't have that many cards. Most of my collections are fillers. There also are a few collections that I haven't even started yet. So will this even be interesting to look at? Probably not. To be honest, this is more of a log for me, so I can track my progress as time goes on. It's also very convenient timing because I know a lot of K collection YouTubers do, like, you know, end of the year collection tours. It was just convenient timing that my atinyversary was also, you know, in the middle of November, which is near the end of the year. So it all kind of works out, so it's cool. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So this is my miscellaneous binder. It is exactly what it sounds like, a binder of miscellaneous stuff. Let's open her up. So this is a Miku Dio keychain that I got from my local anime store. These are my Jujutsu Kaisen photocards because I am really, really good at combining my interests, I think. On the screen, I'll have the store, like the Etsy sellers that I got these from. And then here I have some playing cards from Hidden Inventory because it's my favorite arc from Jujutsu Kaisen, and I was like, these are so cute, you know, whatever. So I have these all in here, and then the rest of the pack is on my Jujutsu Kaisen shelf. I have more like miscellaneous, what do you want? I don't know what you would call it. I have The Guy She Was Interested In Wasn't a Guy at All. I love this manga so much, even though I am so behind on it right now. But I started reading this like 3 years ago. Oh my god, that's crazy. Also Lost in the Cloud, which I've been reading for, what, like a year, 2 years? I don't know. I'm also behind on that, even though it's over now, but you know how it is. But these are both like freebies that came when I bought some acrylic stands of these series. So yeah, I've had these for a while. And then I have some Alien Stage over here. These are fan-made, or replicas if you want to call them, of the Alien Stage photo cards of Suwa and Ivan, who are my two favorite characters. And then this fan-made one that I got on Etsy, I'll put the store on the screen. And this is a freebie that I got of Zeke from AOT when I bought a Choso print, like, so long ago. Like, so many years ago. Like, I literally don't remember buying it. And I bought it off of an, like, artist on TikTok. So I literally don't know where it came from. So there's these. Mandatory apology, by the way, about the glare. This page is super miscellaneous. This is literally a bunch of nonsense. These are cards that came with some blind boxes. And this, I don't know where this came from, to be honest. I have no idea where this came from, but it's here. And then I have these two random Pokemon cards that I got, I think, as freebies when I bought some photo cards. I don't know. I'm not into Pokemon. I've thought about it. I've thought about getting into Pokemon, but I'm not. So I just have these. So that's pretty cool. Actual photo cards, let's get it. I am a big fanny. I've been watching Dan and Phil for like 10 years. Like, I'm so serious. Like, me and Dan and Phil go way back. I'm currently looking at 2 posters in front of me with Dan and Phil all over them. Like, I love them so bad. I went to their Terrible Influence tour, which was like the best day of my life. Like, I'm not kidding. And I bought a photo card pack, and these were my pulls along with another fill that I have in a Deco top loader, which is on my pegboard. And then I have some Cat's Eye over here. Love them so bad. These are just pulls that I have from an album that I bought forever ago, but I'm not buying their albums anymore until further notice. Lara is my bias though, so yeah, but Yunche is like my bias wrecker, so it's actually fine. And I thought I could do a fun thing where for all the groups and all the artists and stuff I have in here, I could say like my favorite song or whatever that they have. So my favorite Cat's Eye song, actually, I don't know. I really like Game Boy. I really like Mean Girls. I think Mean Girls is so slept on. And then I have these Atarashi Gakko fan-made photo cards that I got off of Etsy as well. Yeah, they're cute. I wish I had a Miju so I could have all of them, but you know, it was a random pack, and this is what I got in it, these 5. So yeah, pretty cool. Hey, Editing Holly here. I realized that I forgot that I was gonna do the favorite song thing that I literally said 10 seconds ago. My favorite Atarashi Gakko song is 999. And then down here I have have some Anteam Pobs of EJ and Yuma, who are my bias and one of my wreckers. Every time I think about Anteam, I have a new bias wrecker. And at the time that I bought these, it was EJ. So yeah, these are some Pobs. I don't know what they're from. Let's see if I know. I don't even, what's it called? The Awarashi. I don't know what store these are from, but they were super cheap. That's why I bought them. My favorite Anteam song, Jugoya. Jugoya is one of my favorite songs of all time. Me and Jugoya are literally like this. I love Jugoya so bad. I don't even know how I discovered that song. I discovered that song before I got into K-pop. It's literally like, it's one of my favorite songs of all time. I love Jugoya so much. I have these bday cards because he's my bias in 17, or he's one of my biases. I'm double biased with him and S Coops. And I bought these off of Poke Market because I love this whole concept was so cute. And I don't really plan on collecting 17 anytime soon, so I was just like, I just want to represent them. So here they are. So yeah, there's these. My favorite 17 song is probably Pretty You. I think Pretty You is freaking awesome. And then here I have Yoon from Nows and Sogon from Next Z. If you watched one of my last storing photocard videos, I talked about how me and previously mentioned Haley will sometimes trade some of our photocards that we have dupes of. I don't stand Nows or Next Z, but Next Z is her alt group and she loves Nows. We traded some cards and now I have these two. And Yoon is my bias in Nows, so this is pretty cool. This is from their new album Ignition. My favorite Now song is Ticket, but Problem Child is very, very good. And the title track, what is it called? I forgot what it was called. Okay, I can't remember what it is right now, but the title track for their new album Ignition is also really good. And they're coming out with a new single soon. So yeah, I don't know, if you want to get into Nows, look forward to that. And then for Next Z, my bias is Haru, but I have this Gon because this is what she had, and I think it's a really cute card. My favorite Next Z song is Starlight. Me and Starlight are like this. Okay, that song is so good. They also just released a new album a few days ago, a week ago, however long, recently. And it's really good. I'm Him is a really good song. So yeah, and Beatboxer, which is the title track, another really good song. And then over here, I have some Universe cards. I am a, can't believe I can even say this, pre-debut Universe stan. It was funny because I've never stan a group pre-debut before, so I was like, I'm really just following them because they're funny, like, influencers. Like, I haven't really watched any of their covers or anything. I just know that they're going to debut sometime, and I want to be there when it happens. Then they finally debuted, and it was awesome. My favorite Universe song is Multiverse, out of the two songs that they have. I wanted to go see them on tour, but then it got canceled or something. I don't know. I don't really know how that works anyway, but they were literally coming to my city, and I was like, that's crazy that they're coming to my city. And I almost went, but then it got canceled or something. I don't really know how it works. But when I bought an album, I pulled these two Kennys, and then I pulled a sock, and then I traded that sock for a Kenny. And I was originally gonna collect my top 3, but the market for Universe cards is nowhere. I couldn't figure out how to get the others. My bias in Universe is Hyuk, and then my second bias is Aito. No one was selling their cards or anything, so I gave up. So now they live in here. And then here we have Rewind, who, if you don't know Rewind, you gotta get on to Rewind. Like, they are actually really good. They released an album this year. Well, they debuted this year, but they also released a mini album, an EP, if you will, and it's really, really good. So I highly recommend. My bias is Alaya, but I pulled this Eddie card and this group card. I love them so bad. They're so cuteness. I forgot I had these set up, but in here I have QWER cards. These are all just cards that, like, I would like to get, but, like, I don't really need to get them. I should take these fillers out. But my bias is Hina, so I have this Hina, and then I also have this OT4 set that I bought because these cards are gorgeous. My favorite song is probably TBH. I really like TBH. I also really like Soda. And then I have Rosé from Blackpink, because when her solo album came out, I was obsessed with it. And I don't stan Blackpink. I don't even listen to Blackpink. Me and YG groups don't really, we're not really chill like that. But I love Rosé's album. It's really good. So I asked for an album for Christmas last year and I got it, and these are my pulls in the album. So that's it for my misc binder. Pretty interesting stuff in here, I feel like, but there's way more to come, so let's do this. TXT and sserafim binder. This is a very sad collection. Very sad collections going on in this binder. So starting us off, I have this Subin keychain that I got from the Into You Cosmetics collab thing that Subin did. I don't know. I only got it because I wanted the stuff that came with it. I didn't really care that much about the makeup because, you know, it's not made for me. Here I have my empty fillers from the early eras. Well, I have this card. This card is so interesting to me because everyone is like, oh, Glass Bunny Subin, Glass Bunny Subin. I found this card for like $7. I was expecting it to be like a Felix 8 boom card situation. It was literally $7. Maybe I got lucky, but I feel like this every time I see this card, it's like not that expensive. So either someone was lying to me or the hype has died down. Either way, I'm not complaining. But I did buy this card the moment I saw it because I said, if I don't take this opportunity, I'm never going to get it again. And well, I guess in the end, it didn't really matter. So yeah, that's the only card I really have for the earlier eras. Oh, I guess I should have said this at the top, but obviously I collect Subin. I don't collect everything, but I collect some stuff. To be honest, I don't even think I collect most things. If I'm being honest, like I don't know what to say. This is my Subin collection. There's not a lot going on here because, you know, his cards are expensive because of course I bias the most expensive member. Here's all my empty fillers, and then these are like extra cards. This is a merch card from the tour message book. This is a freebie I got, and then these are all like fake, like fan-made photo cards that I just thought were cute. I have another one of these in a photo card holder on my bag, and I actually, hang on a second, in the Into You makeup thingy, it came with this little journal thing that I thought was really cute, and I was like, there's a lot of spaces in here that I could put photo cards, so I did that. I put the photo, oh my god, they're all falling out though. That's devastating. Ignore how it's totally falling out, but I have a photo card in there, and I also have this one here. That's where those are. It's a Subin themed little journal. And then we move on to my OT5 section, where I have select OT5 sets that I want to collect. I clearly have no progress because TXT is hard. A hard group to collect, especially in right now. But it's okay. It's fine because, you know, I have other collections I need to focus on anyway. But yeah, I basically picked one or two sets that I really liked from each album that I want, and then I'm doing like a full spread basically of the other 4 members, except for Sanctuary because it was the most recent album that had come out when I got into TXT, and I also really love that album a lot, so I'm collecting like all of it, including Target cards, which is insane. But yeah, so there's those. Not a lot of progress, but it's okay, it's fine. And then these are from Love Language, which came with 2 OT5 sets, which is awesome. So, and then this is more merch, or what is this, deco kit? I don't freaking know what it is. And then this is from the tour message book thing. And yeah, unit cards and stuff. And then my extra cards. Yeah, pretty cool. And then here is my sserafim section. I have the Sakura and this photo card holder I decoed. Photo card holder, top loader I decoed. It's kind of ugly. This is like my worst deco that I did. And then I have this cover that I made in my last video. Yeah, it's cool. If you couldn't tell, I collect Chawan. Oh my god, did I even say my favorite TXT song? I'm already doing bad. My favorite TXT song, it depends on the day, to be honest. Like, it really depends on the day. I love Blue Orangeade. I love No Rules. And I love Tinnitus. And 41 Winks. I knew I was forgetting one. Those 4 songs are like untouchable to me. But anyway, sserafim. Sserafim, if I really had to pick a girl group to be like my alt girl group, it would probably be sserafim. They're the first ones I got into, and I just love all of their songs. Like, I really love sserafim, and I love watching them perform. So yeah, they're probably my alt girl group. Yeah, I really love them. Obviously my collection for them is not going well because yeah, their cards are expensive. I bias an expensive member, and you know, Hybe, so it's not really going well. But it's okay. And then this is my OT5 section, so that's why sserafim and TXT are in this binder, because it's the same format for both of the collections. Not going well, but you know how it's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. It's cool. This is my extra page with my 500 million group cards. My favorite sserafim song, oh, that's so hard. I love Swan Song, and I love Impurities. Crazy is actually really good. Like, I really love Crazy. So that is that binder. Pretty cool. Not really that much going on in here. I hope for next year, my goal for this binder is to literally have anything else for it. Like, next year my goal is for these collections to grow even a little bit. Let us move on, shall we? This is my girl group binder. She's honestly in need of an upgrade. I've been considering buying 1.5-inch binders for my girl and boy group binders because this ain't cutting it anymore. As you can tell by the cover, we have Momo, which you can't tell because I don't have any of her cards. First, I actually have this Mitsuri keychain that I got off of AliExpress 500 years ago, so that's cute. And then over here I have Chewy and Jonghyun. My Twice collection has been through so much. Originally I wanted to collect OT9, and then I said that's too much, let me just do Momo. And then I said, well, what if I did my top 3? That would be fun. So Nayeon, Jonghyun, and Momo, Ani line. And literally last night I said, that sounds like a lot. Like, I just truly don't think I have it in me to collect my top 3 for Twice. So I went back to just Momo. So I literally just did this like a few hours ago, last night. I have nothing for the earlier stuff. I'm also not collecting everything because there's a lot of stuff, and I'm not really a big fan of their older photo cards with like the borders and everything. Maybe I'll go back and collect some of them, but for the most part, I'm not really into like that style, I guess. I should have said this at the very beginning of the video. Am I stupid? The main thing with my photocard collections is I really only collect selfies. So no non-selfies, no concepts, and no like anything else. No unit cards either, unless like it would fit nicely on a page or whatever. But other than that, I don't collect anything besides like regular selfies. And even then, I don't collect all of the selfies. I just kind of collect what I want, so it's pretty cool. Strategy page is the only one with anything, basically. And only 2 of these were pulls. I never pull Momo. It's so freaking sad. It's so sad. In case you were wondering, Momo is probably my alt female bias. Not probably, she is. She's my old female bias. I love her so much. There's the Momo section. There's nothing going on in here. Over here we have the OT9 section because I do love OT9 Twice, and I do think that they have great photo cards. So I have like the pre-order cards, but also like sets from albums that I love that I would like to collect. So yeah, there's all of these. It's mostly pre-order sets, but you know, we're getting somewhere. For With Youth, I actually would have loved to collect like the Bear Hat set, but in the 3 albums I bought, I did not pull a single Bear Hat card. I pulled at least 1 card from every single set except the Bear Hat set. I said the universe is playing a prank on me right now, actually. But yeah, Twice. Lots of cards. None of them are of my bias. But it's okay. It's fine. And then these are my extra Twice cards. I have, Twice is the group, besides ateez, but like Twice is the group that I have the most extra cards of, because I just can't get rid of them, because I will collect OT9 one day. I swear to God I will. Just not right now. And my favorite Twice song, not to be basic, but TT is really good. I also really like Ooh Ah. Like, what a debut. I really love that song. This Is For is like one of my albums of the year, and I really like Mars, so yeah. Here we start I don't have any covers for my collections because I talked about this in my last video. Go watch it if you want an explanation. But here I have Kepler. I like Kepler. So I collect my top 3, which is Hye, Xiaoting, and Chaehyun. I've barely started this collection, as you can see. It's a slow process, but you know, we're getting somewhere. My favorite Kepler song is, God, that's so hard. I literally was just thinking about this the other day and how I don't know what my favorite Kepler song is. I love Shooting Star. I love Back to the City. I love Tippy Tap. I freaking love Yum. Like, Yum is so good. I don't know. For right now, I'm going to say Back to the City, but I don't actually know. We have NMIX. I collect bday. I used to collect my top 3, which was Hwon, Saloon, and bday. Not was, it still is. But, then I was like, I don't want to do that anymore, so now I only collect bday. I don't have that many cards, but I plan on expanding this collection. But my goal for this collection is for it to have better progress, because I think that this collection shouldn't be that hard from what I've seen. And I also really love NMIX. They're up there with sserafim for like alt girl groups. I really, really love NMIX. Like, I really can't stress it enough. But yeah, I have no cards. But it's fine. It's okay. Oh, my favorite NMIX song. See, I did it again. My favorite NMIX song is... Oh, that's so hard. Okay, now I have to pretend like I know how to pronounce this. Papillon? The really, really good song from Every 304, Iron Oxide, however you pronounce it, Forward. Feel myself cause I'm a that song. That is my favorite NMIX song. But Blue Valentine, the whole album, is insane. Truly an insane piece of work, a piece of art. Islet. I want to collect Yuna. I don't have any cards though. Kind of the reason why I haven't started this collection is because I'm kind of double biased between her and Aroha. So I'm like, what if I want to collect Aroha? So I'm sort of trying to choose, because are you seeing all these cards? I'm not collecting both. I'm not doing it. I'm picking one. So until I fully make it, I'm probably just gonna pick whoever has the cheaper cards, so I just have to kind of look at that. But at the end of the day, no, collecting Islet does not look easy, but maybe it is, but maybe it's not. I don't know. I haven't tried yet. I'm really excited for their new album. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I'm pretty excited for it. Is it an album, a single? I don't know, who cares. Oh, my favorite Islet song. My favorite Islet song is Jellius, basic but true. Say My Name. When I originally started this collection, I was going to collect Junhui, but then I had a bias change after I bought these cards. Now my bias is Connie, so that's why I'm collecting. I've bought some cards, I just don't have them yet because they're in the Pokemarket warehouse. I love Say My Name. They're really good. If you're not tuned in, you should tune in. My favorite Say My Name song is He Told Me. He Told Me is maybe one of my favorite K-pop songs ever. I just don't know what it is about that song, but it's absolutely insane how good it is. I love it so much. And then here I have Hearts to Hearts. I freaking love Hearts to Hearts. I just started getting into them recently. They are legendary. I want to collect June. I kind of have a weird format going here because I want to collect, all of her album cards. But because Style doesn't have a physical release, but it has POBs for some reason, I'll collect some POBs, and in place of a regular album card. Another contender for alt girl group. Did I mention earlier that Twice is also a contender? Because they are. My top 4 alt girl groups that I don't really know which one is my alt, but these 4 are the contenders, are sserafim, Hearts to Hearts, and Mix and Twice, which I feel like is a really funny variety. My favorite Hearts to Hearts song, maybe Pretty Please, maybe. I'm unsure. I really love every single one of their songs. So, and then back here I have Eve and Chu, which I haven't started either of these collections, but I love them so bad. I'm not in Orbit. I don't listen to Luna. I've listened to maybe one Luna song, which was Flip That, and I wasn't really a fan, but maybe I need to listen to it again. I just like Chu and Eve as soloists. I've thought about getting into Luna, but I really don't want to put myself through that because there's so many groups that I've wanted to get into, but they don't do group activities anymore, whether it's because they're all focusing on their solo careers or if they're disbanded or whatever the situation may be. I just don't want to put myself through that. So I'm not going to. But I do like Chu and I do like Eve and I do like their music and I do like them as performers and as artists. My favorite Eve song is probably White Cat, which is probably a basic answer, but like, can you blame me? White Cat is really good. Also, shout out to Aibo. No one talks about Aibo. It's so good. And for Chu, really basic answer. My favorite song is Strawberry Rush, but like, it's so good. Like, Strawberry Rush is a legendary song, for me at least. So I hope to get cards for them soon. A goal I have is to start my Chu and Eve collections soon. That is my girl group binder. Pretty empty, but I hope to fill it, or at least start filling it soon, because I've been trying to be more invested in my girl groups, because I mean, I'm kind of a big boy group stan, and I don't want to be just a boy group stan, obviously, because I love girl group music a lot. So I want to be more invested in my girl groups. So I'm hoping for at least my collections too, for something to happen. That's my girl group binder. Okay, now we are doing my boy group binder. Let's get into this. So far, it just looks like a Stray Kids binder, but I promise I have more than just Stray Kids in here. Here we have my Bang Chan collection. He is one of my old biases, so this is like a big one. But even so, I don't collect everything for him. This is a very slow collection, because Bang Chan is kind of an expensive member. But yeah, here he is. This collection, man. I really put myself through a lot. I said this with Momo, but I should emphasize, I have very weird bias luck. Sometimes it's really, really good, but most times it's really, really not good, like at all. My Chan luck is absolutely horrible. My Momo luck is absolutely horrible. So that's why I got nothing going on here. Literally in all my Karma albums, this was the only Chan that I pulled. And this comes in a set, so didn't pull it. This is the only actual Chan that I've pulled. The rest of these I bought. But to be honest, I don't buy that many Stray Kids albums. But I'm sure if I bought them, I wouldn't have pulled him anyway. So there's the Korean album section. And then this is the Japanese album section. This is the least of my worries. Like, truly. I don't collect Japanese cards for anyone except for my ults. Why? Because it's really not worth the struggle to me. It's just not. Oh, and also Chaewon. It's different, and it's the My Melody and the Kuromi cards. I don't collect everything, as you can see. I only collect from Go Live and forward. I don't know, there's not much to say about it. And then this is the POB section. I also only really collect POBs for my ults as well. And I recently put them in these Ultra Pro pages because my regular pages are double-sided, so for saving space reasons, but I put them in these Ultra Pro pages, which are single-sided, both because they're nice pages, but also because it will limit me to only having a 9 pocket, so I don't overdo it, because knowing me, I will overdo it. And then this is my extra Chan card page of, well, extra Chan cards, except this is not a card, this is like a piece of paper. It was a freebie, but it's pretty, so I put it in there. But yeah, there's all these. They're not in any order at all. They're just here. Which then leads us on to my Bias Wrecker Stray Kids collection of Hyunjin, Nino, and IN. I collect literally half of Stray Kids. Why? Because I'm crazy. And also I love Stray Kids. I don't know. I just love them. But this collection is even sadder than my Chan collection. I have absolutely nothing going on in here. I have the most cards probably of Hyunjin or Lino. Lino because I pull him the most, and Hyunjin because he's my like main bias wrecker. Poor IN, I'm sorry. But yeah, I don't have, well actually I have quite a few IN cards. I actually take that back. Maybe even among all of the members. There's not much going on in this collection, in this section, because well, Chan is my priority, but also Stray Kids is just like, and I hate to say it, an annoying group to collect. I love them, but I'm struggling. Why did I decide to collect 4 members? I don't know. I just love them so bad. To be honest, if I could collect full group for every group that I like, I would. I only do No Easy and Forward for the top for my bias records. So yeah, there they all are. And then this is my extra card for my bias records, which are some pobs I have. And then over here I have extra cards for the rest of the members, which are just like sets that I have. And then these are all like freebies that I got. These are from the concert. How many times have I said that on this channel? I feel like I've mentioned the Stray Kids concert so many times, but it was one of the best nights of my life. It was a really, really good concert. But yeah, these are just freebies I have. I do store freebies because, well, I like them and I want to keep them. And where else am I going to keep them besides my photocard binder? My favorite Skiz song is La 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 La. But I feel like that's not true anymore. God's Menu is also up there. I really love Easy. You know, as time goes on, I hear more Stray Kids songs, and I feel like La 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 is my safe answer. But I don't really know what my favorite Stray Kids song is. They have a lot of good songs. Then we have actually a new collection that has not been featured on this channel yet because I just started it last night. I've been getting into Gravity recently, and I want to collect Hyungjun because he is so everything. Like, I love him, so I want to collect him. Loving Gravity a lot. I'm really excited about this collection. I've been kind of putting off getting into Gravity, not for any specific reason. I don't know. They really started catching my attention when they did that egg thing. That was crazy. But then I was just kind of like, whatever. Like, I don't know. It's just like a funny, weird thing that they did. But up until this point, I had never actually heard their music. But they just released, like 2 days ago, Dare to Crave Epilogue. You know what happened? BuzzFeed released them reacting to their own memes. And I was like, oh, Gravity, cute. Like, I never see them. So I kind of just watched the video and Hyungjun grabbed my attention like that. Like, immediately. Like, it was so fast. I was like, who is this? Who are you? Because I already knew of Songmin. And I knew about Alan. And that was it. But, like, Hyungjun, the way in which he grabbed my attention was absolutely... It doesn't happen often. But when it does happen, that's how I know we're in there. Listen, one thing about me, if a member of a group catches my attention and then I start getting into the group, it's raps. Like, it's so raps. Like, it's happened with ateez, it happened with ZB1, it's happened with low-key Stray Kids, it's happened with NCT kind of, like, and those are all like some of my old groups I just named. I get down, I don't play. So yeah, Gravity is big in my future, I fear. My favorite song that I've listened to so far, I liked Set Net Go. I really like Bday. I really like Bday a lot. Baddy's awesome. But their new title track, Lemonade Fever, they said it's summer in November, and I said, whatever you say, Gravity. Whatever you say. Really excited about this collection. Really love Hyungjun. Yeah, this is awesome. Moving on, we have Boy Next Door, another collection I haven't started yet. Whoopsies! My biases are Ryu and Ihan. I haven't started this because I don't know why, actually. I don't know why I haven't started this collection. I don't really have a reason. I think it's because none of their cards aren't expensive, but none of the cards have really been cheap enough for me to want to start the collection yet. Does that make sense? Like, I'm like, I don't know. I'm waiting for the day I see a card for $2 instead of $3. You know what I mean? Also, collecting 2 members is kind of annoying. Even though it's not even that many cards with both of the members. But I'm lazy, so. Also, their newest album that just came out honestly demotivated me because it was not my favorite. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to all my one doors out there. Hollywood Action is not I Feel Good. They are not topping I Feel Good. Not yet, at least. Not much going on here. These are pulls I have from an album I bought earlier this year. So there's that. My favorite Boy Next Door song, like I said, I really like I Feel Good. I also really like 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. If I Say I Love You is the song that got me into Boy Next Door. It's timeless. It's a classic. Earth, Wind, and Fire is also, I would say, pretty iconic. For me, at least. I love Earth, Wind, and Fire. Zero Base One. I love ZB1. They're awesome. As you can see, my biases are Gunnock, Ricky, and June. Me and ZB1, I don't know, I just love them so bad. I don't have a lot going on in this collection either, but I'm hoping my goal for next year / the end of this year is to get more cards for this collection because, oh, I forgot I collect Japanese cards for them too. But that's because it's kind of easy. And also Yura Yura, I'm saying it now, Yura Yura is my favorite Zero Base One song. Why would I not collect cards for the title track of my favorite ZB1 like song? Like, you know what I mean? So I just said if I'm gonna collect Yura Yura, then why don't I just collect all of the Japanese stuff? Also, Yura Yura, Present was one of the first albums by ZB1 that I listened to in full because at the time it had just come out, so I was like, let me just listen to this. ZB1 I feel like is not hard, but I just have obviously so many things going on. I don't need to collect this many groups, but I want to, so I do. I've been thinking about downsizing a lot recently though, but I haven't because I'm scared to, because I feel like if I downsize I'm just gonna want to pick it back up, but it's like, what's the point? And the whole time I don't even have any photo cards in the first place, so does it really matter? I have these extra cards. I bought these 2 Rickies. You would think Ricky is my first bias, but well, I'm like basically triple biased, but I'm double biased between Jiyoung and Ricky, and Gunnock is my bias wrecker. But like, however, I will say I did watch 2 of Jung's BLs that he was in. What's it called? What's the one called? Roommate at 304 Pungduk, I think it's called. That was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. The vampire one was interesting, to say the least. Truly an experience. And then we have Ampersand 1, another collection I haven't started yet. I want to collect Geo. I haven't started this for basically the same reason as Boy Next Door. I love Ampies. Actually, literally like last night, I was thinking about downsizing this collection or dropping it basically and just having it be miscellaneous. But I at least want to try first. You know, like I haven't even tried yet. Maybe I just need to listen to Loud and Proud again and it'll re-inspire me because that album is so good. My favorite Ampers song is honestly probably I'm Down. I'm Down is so crazy. It's such a good song. If you haven't listened to their newest album, you're missing out. Now we have Rise, another collection that I barely started. I collect Wanbin. And the reason why I have barely started this collection is because are you seeing this? Mind you, they've been debuted for like, what, 2 years? I don't know. This is way too many cards. It's way too many. But will that stop me? No. No, it will not. Honestly, I was very detached from Rise for a long time. I did not want to touch them because of the whole Sunghan thing. But yeah, I like Rise. And I can't wait for any music that they put out. I feel like they're going to release an album soon. Does anyone else feel that way? Are they on tour right now? I'm pretty sure, yeah. I don't know. I just have a feeling that an album is coming. So I will be there. But yeah, Wanbin. Loki double bias with Shotaro, but I decided to collect Wanbin because he was there first. But I will make up for it later. You'll see later. My favorite Rise song is probably Boom Boom Bass. Probably. And then the only soloist I have back here is, well, Sungha. Because I love him, and you know, what was like of course I was gonna support the solo, so here he is. I have 1 card, but it's out of 8, so it's not that bad. There's not much to say. My favorite Sunghan song is Heavenly Blue out of the 2 he has. Waiting for more music, by the way. I'm waiting. That's the whole boy group binder. Pretty interesting stuff I feel like in there. I feel like I just did a whole lot of yapping about nothing. Let us move on, shall we? NCT, woohoo, NCT. I made this side cover recently. I think it's pretty cute. Why is this binder always so dirty? It gets on my nerves. Here we have this this little clear thing that I got with my Dokusei Nendoroids. If you know Dokusei, you know ball. I didn't know where to put this, so I put it where I thought it was most appropriate. And then here I have my Geno Candy Sminny, very cute. This is like the first mini I ever bought, pretty cool. And then I have this Jamin SM Town card in this deco top loader I did. So for 127, I collect Yuta. He's one of my olds in NCT. Just love him a lot. That's my guy. I think he was one of the first biases I was assigned, I guess, by previously mentioned Mo, back when she was showing me like whatever K-pop group. She showed me NCT 127, and I was like, who is that? To Yuta. And ever since then, he's been my bias. And that was probably 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I don't know. It's been a long. Me and Yuta have history though. He doesn't know it, but we do. I don't collect everything, but I collect most things. Honestly, my collection has been coming along pretty nicely. I'm actually really happy and proud of myself. My goal for this collection is honestly to catch up before he has a comeback of any kind, whether it's a solo or a group thing or a unit thing, whatever. I hope to catch up with him before he does any kind of comeback. I would prefer to be done with Two Baddies Forward by the end of the year, which I think is very plausible because I only need like 3 more cards. He's very easy to collect, so it's really awesome, and I'm really glad. I'm so glad. Love you, Yuta. You're my favorite. Girl, you're my favorite. And then I have this extra page of Pops. Because I went, well, not just Pops, but mostly Pops, because I was just going insane on Pokemarket, buying every Yuta card that was less than $3. And you know what? Worth it, actually, because I love him. Like, I just love him. I'm sorry. I just love him. These are all my extra 127 cards. I have this sticker Doyoung, this random mark, more Doyoung. Doyoung is my second bias. But recently my NCT 127 bias record history has been very interesting. I never had any plans of collecting more than Yuta. I still don't, to be honest. Not for any specific reason, I just don't really want to. Like, I'm fine with just Yuta. But my original 127 bias record was Doyoung. But recently, Taeyong has really just, like, been getting me a lot. But Haechan is, spoiler alert, one of my biases in Dream. So he's just kind of always there. So, yeah. So it's kind of interesting, but it's not like it matters because I'm only going to collect Yuta. And my favorite 127 song, oh my god, this is so freaking hard. This is so hard. They have so many good songs. I really love Simon oh, it's Ayo. That was not hard at all, actually. I'm stupid. It's Ayo. Ayo is my favorite song. I love Ayo. And I will say, even though no one asked, Sticker, I don't hate it. But the first time I heard it was like 2 or 3 years ago, and it's still growing on me. Basically, any song I've ever heard that's ever had to grow on me, it takes like a couple weeks at max. So the fact that Sticker is still growing on me means hope is not lost, but it's pretty low still. Anyways, NCT Dream. As you can see, I collect Geno, Haechan, and Jisung. Love the Dreamies. I kind of always had the intention of collecting my top 3 in Dream. I don't really know why. I was just like, that sounds fun. And it's like so much easier than I was expecting. Yo, nothing could have prepared me for how easy this was going to be. Even though I'm not really that done, I'm more done than I would think I would be at this point in time with this collection, considering it's 3 members with this many cards. Like, this is crazy. So I'm pretty proud of myself. They were the first NCT unit that I got into. They were the gateway for me. And next thing I knew, I'm a full-time N citizen. It's rough out here. It is rough. Rough, I tell you. They used to be my old unit, but not anymore. But they will always, always, always have a special place in my heart. I love the Dreamies. I really do. I am excited about their new album though. I love the Western concept. Jenna with the red hair. Yeah, I'm moved. This is my extra cards page. All of these are, well, besides these three are random cards that I got. This was a pull from an album. These two are random draws from like Pokemarket. It was just like random stuff. But these were obviously my Cinema Roll. In case anyone was wondering, Cinema Roll is my Sanrio bias. So Jeno being my main bias in Dream, who at the time of me buying these cards was my alt unit in NCT. So at the time, Jeno was my alt bias in NCT. Knowing that he was collabed with Cinnamoroll, who is my Sanrio bias and one of my favorite little guys of all time. I have so much Cinnamoroll merch. This was big for me. This is still big for me. I love Jeno. I love Cinnamoroll. This means something to me. And what I previously said about Taeyong, did me finding out that he was also paired with Cinnamoroll have something to do with that? Maybe. And what about it? What about it? Holy glare. I'm so sorry. Can you even see the collections? My God. My favorite NCT Dream song, I Hate Fruits. I Hate Fruits is a crazy song. The fact that it's a song is like a blessing for me as a person. It's so good. Next we have Wavy. I have no cards for Wavy. Like, I'm so serious. I am such a bad Wayzen. Like, I'm so sorry, Wavy. I collect 10 in Xiaojun. I was originally collecting my top 3, which were 10 Xiaojun and Yang Yang. But I decided to take Yang Yang away from the lineup due to me not really wanting to collect him, to be honest. The whole thing with his dad and the IDF thing was kind of off-putting, so he's gone. But I didn't have any cards for him anyway, so it didn't even matter. It literally made no difference for me. I just had to rearrange all my fillers. But and now this will be easier to complete because it's less people. But sad stuff, unfortunate stuff. My goal for this collection is to have more cards soon. I feel so bad for having no Wavy cards. But honestly, my problem here with Wavy is that for Dream and for 127, they have been very consistent with having cards under $3, and Wavy has not. At least on Pokemarket, which is where I do most of my photocard shopping, especially for album cards, especially for NCT album cards, most of Wavy's album cards that are less than $3 are from NCTU. And it's not even that many. So, yeah. When they get cheaper is when I'll start getting in there. But yeah, this is my extra Wavy page. I bought these 3 because 10 was my original main bias in Wavy. Now I'm kind of double biased with him and Xiaojun, but Xiaojun is kind of creeping up above him. But 10 was my main bias originally, and I was going to collect him for NCTU and SM Town and stuff, but I've replaced him with Xiaojun. Sorry, 10. And these are freebies that I got. Another Cinema Roll. Noticing a pattern. I just love Cinema Roll. My favorite Wavy song is Bad Alive, but also Ice-T. My OG favorite song was Bad Alive, but then when big bands came out, Ice-T like kind of it got iced. If you haven't listened to Ice-T, you are missing out on the lifetime. Ice-T is one of my songs of the year. It's so good. Next we have Wish, NCT Wish. I collect Xion, who is another one of my alt biases of all time. I love Wish so much. Wish is my alt unit. Xion's one of my alt biases. I used to collect my top 3. Well, actually, I originally wanted to collect OT6 Wish, but then I was like, no, I can't. So then I decided to do top 3, and then I was like, no, I can't. I'm just doing Xion, but I will eventually get to OT6. Eventually, just not right now. I love Xion so much. Like, this man has changed me as a person in the most annoying way. I'm so annoying all the time. He's so annoying all the time. Oh my God, I really love him so bad. Like, this is my man. Like, for real. Like, this is my man. I also collect pobs for him. I don't have a lot, but he's probably, of my top 3 alts, he's probably the one I have, well, maybe not the most pobs for, but I have quite a few, so I'm doing something right. This page, the goal is for me to have a whole 9 pocket page of him doing this pose, his signature pose, because I just think that would be really funny and cute. So this is my extra Xi'an page. This is my extra Wish page. I have so many Wish cards. I've only gotten rid of like one Wish card. It was a Songbird Mini Sakuya that I pulled. And I kind of regret selling it now. But it's okay, it's fine. My favorite Wish song is Steady. Steady is one of my favorite K-pop songs of all time. It's just like that girl. I really love Steady. Like, I know that we're feeling the pop and I know that we're bringing out the color, but me personally, I'm still going Steady. So I'll let you guys know when I catch up. And then we have NCT U. There's so little going on in this section, but it's actually fine. It's okay. Because my goal for this section is to have more soon, like many of my collections. For NCT U/SM Town, I collect my biases in all of the units. So for 127, Yuta, for Geno, for Dream, Geno, for Wavy, formerly 10, now Xiaojun, and then for Sungtaro, Shotaro. See, I told you he was gonna make a comeback. Except for the first album, I'm going to collect Haechan instead of Shotaro because he wasn't there. Oh, and then from SM25 forward, instead of Shotaro, it will be Xi'an because Shotaro is no longer in NCT and Xi'an is. In case that wasn't obvious. Some of these cards are not really expensive. They're just like more than I was expecting, I guess. I don't really know. This section we have Dojejang. This page, front and back, is Dojejang. I have nothing of Dojejang yet, but I will. I'm collecting OT3 for them. My goal is honestly to have at least one photo card of every member of NCT. So that's why I want to collect Dojejang and also the solo stuff. Also because like I love the members and I love their solo endeavors. So yeah, so I'll get my Jungwoo from this. And also when he does his solo, whenever that will be, when is he going to do the solo if he's leaving for the military in a month, less than a month? What are we doing? I thought Jungwoo was getting a solo. I'm getting nervous. And then these are all the solo pages. For the solos, I decided to do 3 cards per album, except for like my favorites. So for Yuta, obviously, since he is one of my ults, I'm collecting a full 9 pocket page for depth. And it's in chronological order, I think. I did this back when 10 was like my main bias in Wavy. But honestly, Stunner is still like that album. And 10 is still technically my bias. So I'm doing basically all of Stunner. And then I'm doing basically all of Persona, except for that one concept. And then all of Taste. And then the rest will just be my 3 favorite cards or whatever. I don't freaking know. Okay, so this is not in order of release because Taste is here, Persona is here. Okay, so I have to, okay, I gotta rearrange this. Or actually, there, now it's in release order. I'll probably rearrange this off camera. I have to decide if I want to do release order or age order. I'll probably do age order because that's what I have for the other ones. Anyway, I'm rambling about nothing. Did I ever say what my favorite NCT U song was? I forgot to say it. My favorite NCT U song is... Oh, that's actually so hard. No, it's not. It's Alley Oop. Alley Oop is my favorite. No, it's not. No, it's not. My favorite is Universe. But Alley Oop is a close second. But I love Universe. Anyway, I also like 90s Love. And Okay. Oh my god, I love Okay. Whatever. Anyway, so for the rest of the solos... yeah, this is my Taeyong page. I don't have anything for anything because I haven't bought anyone's solo album. But I have Taeyong, Shalala Tap, Doyoung, Youth and Soar, 10's other 2 albums, 10 and Humanity, and then Jaehyun and Mark. My favorite solo album is, and this is controversial, based off of the discourse I saw on Twitter, but The First Fruit really did it for me. I really like The First Fruit. It's really good. Second, close second, probably Taste, and then probably Stunner. Not probably, though that is my order. That's my order. But if we're talking individual songs, God, Can't Get You is so good, dude. Like, Can't Get You from Jaehyun's album is one of a kind. I love that song so much. I also have this Mark mini photo card that I got when he did the First Fruit merch drop, and there was a little plushie of the apple pepper thing. Is it an apple or a pepper? It looks like an apple, of the apple, and it came with a mini photo card that I didn't know was gonna be mini, but here he is back here. So this is an extra solos / dojejang page. That is NCT, very big binder. But we are about to regress and go back to the 1-inch binders because we're getting it. Well, we're already in alt territory, but we're really getting into alt territory right freaking now. P1 Harmony. My second, very close to, basically tied with first for my alt groups. My Shaylas. I love P1 Harmony so much, guys. Like, me and P1 Harmony, our bond is unbreakable. I love P1 Harmony so bad. Like, they're essentially tied with ateez as my old group. Like, I love them so much. Okay, let's open the binder. Let's go. Okay, so over here I have my top 3, Theo, June, and Jongseop. And then here's my collage that I made out of some duh albums. And here's another collage I made. And here is my cover page of units. They are the only group that I fully collect full group for. I don't even remember starting this collection. I literally don't remember how it happened. I just woke up one day and was like, I'm gonna collect OT6 P1 Harmony. And I did that. Like, I don't know if I decided to do that before or after I bought my first album. All I know is that I've been collecting OT6 P1 Harmony for like 10 months, and back then I don't even remember if I had the intention of collecting OT6. I'm honestly happy that I do, because it's really fun. Actually, it's fun to collect full group, especially with one of my old groups that isn't that hard to collect for the most part. So let's get into this. So for the first few albums, I don't have anything. I haven't bought any albums pre-Killing It. I don't have anything. It's a bunch of empty pages. I'm so sorry. But then we get into Killing It. We finally have some photo cards. The Killing It section has been a slow progress. The plus version cards are kind of my greatest enemy right now. And as for these, it's kind of been a matter of I don't know what card I want to get. Because the way I collect P1 Harmony is 0 or 7, I think, is when it starts. But the way their photo cards are is that they have 2 sets in the same concept of selfie photo cards. So I just collect 1 photo card per member per set, if that makes sense. So it's just like version, like concept 1, concept 2, concept 3, whatever. Like, that's how I have it set up. It wasn't until Sad Song that I even started collecting anything besides photo book versions. For Killing It, I originally didn't, but then I was like, I might as well, right? Like, freaking why not? I love Killing It. A big reason as to why I don't have really any cards here is because I can't decide on which cards I want. For the Killing It in Talk, I don't know which card I want to collect. For the Killing It Theo, I don't know which card I want to collect. It's hard to pick, so I just haven't yet. By the way, I didn't actually say it, but my main bias is Theo. Theo is my number 1 bias in P1 Harmony, but like not by a lot, like truly. Sad Song, I'm almost done with the photo book cards. Super exciting. Can I get a what? I just need these 2 Junes and these 2 Souls. Very cool. I'm fully done with Theo. I'm almost done with Kiho. This is the Nemo set, Digipack, Fancy. These cards are also very expensive, which is annoying. I wanted to not get Digipack cards. I kind of wanted to try to get all of their Digipacks, but unfortunately I got into P1 Harmony too late, so now they're all out of stock. I got lucky and I found Theo's at Barnes & Noble and I bought it, but other than that, the rest of them, it's not looking good for me. And then for Duh, this was my first comeback with them, so pretty exciting. My first finished spread. Isn't she gorgeous? It was funny because, like I literally just explained, I only collect 1 set per concept, but for Duh, I just love the U version so much, so I collected both sets, and it also worked out with the pages And yeah, it just worked out this way. So that's what I ended up doing. It's all thanks to these keyholes that I decided to do that. So yeah, I'm really proud of this, guys. It's really awesome. But yeah, since it was my first comeback with them, I pre-ordered all the versions of the album. So I got all of them. So I have a dent in everything. I'm almost done with the compact Polaroids. I still need to get the Kehoe and Soul compact albums, which has been a struggle. These cards are a nightmare. The plain white T cards. I almost didn't even get this version, you know? I didn't pre-order it. I bought it actually at a pop-up. I'm glad I did because these cards suck to get. But yeah, not a lot of progress going on over here. Or really anywhere else in I have the Nemo set, Nemo cards. But I recently found out that the Nemo cards are not as expensive as I would expect Nemo cards to be. So moves might be getting made. Fancy cards I'm done with. I don't have these cards on me, but they're at the Poco Market warehouse. And then yeah, same deal for these. They're not as hard as I was expecting. So hopefully my goal for P1 Harmony, honestly, is to finish soon. I don't know how soon, but maybe before their next comeback. I think that's not a bad goal, considering like they're touring and they just had a comeback. I think it should be a decent while until they have another comeback. So I'm hoping to finish before that happens. That would be really cool if I could do that. Finish and finish Sad Song photo books. That's my goal. And then I have X, which I have no progress on. Holy moly. These are all pulls. I have nothing that isn't a pull in my X section. It's so sad. I would really like to get this Jongsob. I'm currently in the process of a trade for one of these souls, but it's an overseas trade and it's taking forever. And I'm honestly feeling like I got scammed. And it's really devastating and it's really getting on my nerves. But I'm so non-confrontational and I don't know how to be like, hey, so anything going on? But also it took a while for my trade to get to her, so maybe it's just taking a while for her trade to get to me since it's overseas. But I don't know, it's really just I'm antsy. And then here I have this page of IDs. These are Meow Cafe pages, and this is an office binder, so the pages are too big for the binder. So unfortunately Jongsob is getting a bit bent out of shape. But lucky for me, I don't really care that much about IDs, so it's not really hurting my feelings. I thought of this cute little idea to where I could collect the IDs. So if you have the ones that I'm missing and you want to sell them to me for like $1 each, I will take them off your hands. Especially this Kehoe, the fancy Kehoe. For the Sad Song IDs, I'm losing hope, but I won't fully lose hope yet. And now I have a whole bunch of ID pages and nothing to do with them. So I need more IDs. But anyway, that's the album card section. And now we move into the other section of POBs and exclusive and non-album cards. So I have them separated obviously by album. So this is the all-in section. I bought both of these sets all at the same time. I gotta finish this set. Oh my god, it's crazy. And then here we have Killin' It. I bought this whole set all together, and I bought these 4 cards together. And I recently bought these 2, so this set will be complete soon. And I need to find a 3rd set to put here. And then we have Sad Song. This is when it starts getting sad. Sad Song. This whole ordeal was very funny. It was stupid of me, but it was very funny and it worked out really well. So I'm glad about this set. I love this set. This is one of my favorite photocard sets that I own. It's absolutely legendary and it moved me in a way that no other photocard set I think could ever move me. As for these are sad. These are really sad. These are all pulls except for this. This was a freebie I got in a trade. We have Duh, which is kind of weird right now. So I have the US cards, and then I have this flower pop set that I bought recently, an OT6 set of, so I'll have them all. And then I got this card at a K-pop store because if you bought an album you could get a pop, and I was like, I'm obviously getting this. And then I don't usually set up for pobs and stuff but I saw them and I was like, I really want these. So yeah, I have none of these pops, but I hope to have them soon. And then we have X, which is going to be a nightmare from the looks of it. These are all my pulls. I should have pre-ordered more than one album, or more than one album per version from Hello 82, because these are not looking good. And then I have these like merch cards, like they're light stick cards. They're P1 Kids. This is from like a photo book or something. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish these sets. And then these are all exclusives or pubs that I only have half or less of the group that I'm finding difficult to complete, I guess, or that I don't care that much about completing. Like, I love this set, but I could honestly live without it. So like, I don't need to complete it, but if I do end up completing it, then it'll go back in my duh section. These are from the Weverse pre-live show. These are the pops that I got from Weverse, and I haven't seen the other members' cards at all. So I'm kind of giving up on this set. Unless you have them and you want to sell them to me, I would appreciate that for a reasonable price, please. Thank you. But yeah, that's sort of what is back here. Sets I've given up on for the time being. And then I have this postcard that I got when I went to the Dub pop-up. And then back here, I have another collage that I made that's really ugly, and I really hate it. That's my whole P1 Harmony collection. One of my prized possessions, my prized collections for one of my favorite groups. Oh my god, I never said my favorite P1 Harmony song. My favorite P1 Harmony song is Last Call. It's the greatest song ever. And now we get into the big guns. Ow, my hand. Ateez. My alt of alts. The ones that started it all. This is the debut of this new binder on this channel. I got a 2-inch binder. I thought that that would be an appropriate size. I didn't realize how big 2 inches was. It's very big. I also made this collage. It's very big. A little overwhelming, but necessary because there's quite a bit in here. We got this over here. If you can't tell already, I bias Seonghwa. He is my alt of alts, my ultimate bias with a capital U. Let's get into this. I also recently switched out the pages for his album cards. I originally had them in double-sided pages, but I wanted him in nice pages. So I bought Ultra Pro pages for him only. Only his album cards though, and some of his pops. Things that made sense on single pages. So this is a, once again, solo collection because Seonghwa is like probably the most expensive member. So I have nothing for his early eras. It's really sad. Some alt, am I right? You know, Outlaw, we start getting a little something. Will, we start getting a little something. I used to be almost done with Will, and then I found more cards that I could collect. So now I'm not almost done with Will anymore. But it's okay because it's fine. It's fine. Golden Hour Part 1. This is the first Seonghwa card I ever pulled. So that's why it's in this little frame. And this is the first Seonghwa card I ever bought. And I have no other cards for Golden Hour Part 1. That's crazy. Golden Hour Part 2. Golden Hour Part 3, which I'm almost done with. If anyone wants to sell me the mirror selfie card for less than $30, I'd appreciate that. And then we have the Japanese cards, which I have none of. Soon though, I promise. That's the album cards. Not a lot going on in there. Pretty embarrassing. And then we have this really ugly collage, which then leads into Pob section. I don't really have any Pobs. Pretty empty, not gonna lie. Seonghwa is an expensive member. I have expensive taste, but it's okay because we'll get somewhere eventually. I hope. But yeah, there's not really much going on here. We got some over here. I can't wait to get this real card. This is a replica, so can't wait to get that whenever that will be. This is my Silverhwa page. I'm really excited for how this page will turn out because this is my favorite hair Seonghwa has ever had, ever. Yeah, just not much going on here. Some Japanese Pobs. And then this is my extra card page. Pretty cool stuff on here. cool stuff to come as well. These are all my replicas and fakewas, fan-made stuff, freebies, etc. And then we move on to the OT8 section. I kind of like this collage. It's kind of interesting. Just like with Pure Harmony, I have all these IDs in here. These are from the season's greetings, from last year's season's greetings. I cut it up and put all of the individual IDs in here. I think it's pretty cute. My earlier eras don't have anything because I'm really bad at buying old albums. But then like Outlaw forward almost, I just have like my singular pulls. It's pretty sad. But this set is my first completed OT8 set that I actually completed. I didn't buy it as a set. So every time I see this page, I get filled with hope and joy and motivation. I'm really excited to finish this set. I'm almost done. And then we have more singular pulls. This set was also really fun and easy to collect, so I'm really excited and happy about this one. This one I'm almost done with too. Very exciting. These two, I need one more for each and I can hit the halfway mark and I'll feel better. Maybe I should get Yuno and Mingi and then it'll be the same members. That would be funny, right? Those are all the album sets, and then these are non-album. This is from some Golden Hour Part 1 merch thing, and then this is from last year's season's greetings. Ignore this really ugly collage. This is my extra cards for the other member section. It is mostly pulls. Like these are all pulls. This is technically a pull. This is, yeah, just, you know, miscellaneous things. I bought these two cards. This is like my favorite Yosong card ever, so I had to have it, of course. My Sans, I don't have that many. The member I have the least amount of cards for, and also this freebie I got from the ateez concert, which was like literally the best day of my life, low-key. I have a lot of Mingis. I bought these and this was a freebie that came with them, but the rest of these are all pulls. I pull Mingi quite a bit. And then all my Uyongs, I have a million for some reason. This is fan-made card, someone made, I think is really funny, and then I bought this one. But yeah, really cute. And then all my Jonghos, very cuteness. And all my units and group cards, only 3 of these are actually official photo cards. This is from Outlaw, this is from Season's Greetings, and this is from the Light Stick. And then I have this postcard back here. On the back of this binder, I also have my old cover. Here it is. It's decent. It's fine, I guess. That is the ateez binder, and therefore concludes this tour. Kind of. I also have some cards in some photo card holders and top loaders and stuff, so I'll show those too. My most recent deco top loader, which I think is really cute, I have this Songhwa card, this fan-made one. This is like my first deco top loader I did, which is why it's so ugly, but I have this Yoonjin Momo card in there. Hello? Oh, this still has oddly satisfying. Heck yeah. And then on this one, I kind of like this one. I have this Phil card. It's cute. And then my favorite photo card holder. I have this Ricky from Never Say Never. I have this fan-made Songhwa that this one lives on my purse. This Jongsob, this one lives on a different purse. Previously mentioned Subin in the photo card holder that came with the Into You makeup. And this fan-made Songhwa in this My Melody photo card holder. That is literally everything. That is all of my photo cards, all of my binders. Oh, wait, I forgot something. This Chaewon in this sleeve I decoed. And then I also have this box of sserafim Momo cards that I don't know what to do with. So they just live over there on my shelf, or on my desk. But yeah, that is it. That is my entire photo card collection. I really hope you enjoyed this. I kind of enjoyed making it. I enjoyed getting to talk about my collections. Did I say my favorite ateez song? Oh my god, I forgot. My favorite ateez song is The Real but also Selfish Waltz. I really hope you enjoyed watching and seeing my collections, and I hope that if you are subscribed, or if you want to subscribe, you do so, and you can come with me to watch my collection grow and become more awesome and have photo cards in them. If you are a frequent viewer, thank you for watching my videos. I kind of mainly did this just for me, but the fact that, you know, you guys are clicking is really cool. So I appreciate it so much. Goodbye.